Like Mulan, delayed again. Here to tell us more about the films we can watch now and from our home and in our cars is film critic Tom Santilli of Movie Show Plus on TV 20. Tom, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, as always, great to be here. Wish I had better news.
I know. Let's get right into it. There's
Sure.
a lot of highly anticipated movies being pushed back again. Tell me about that.
Yeah, well, the big news this week again was Tenet, the Christopher Nolan film, which has kind of been the goalpost, the carrot that they keep dangling in front of us as far as when movie theaters are going to reopen. That's supposed to be the first big blockbuster. Tenet is now completely off the schedule. It soon followed that Mulan from Disney is off the schedule. And then late the other day, Paramount announced that A Quiet Place 2, that was supposed to be, it had already been moved from April to September. That's now gone. And the Top Gun movie that everybody's been waiting for and clamoring for has been moved from Christmas until next year. So it just looks more and more like we're not going to be having any sort of normalcy at the movie theater anytime soon, unfortunately.
Tom, when you say off the schedule, does that at least indicate that maybe there's a chance they'll just skip theaters altogether and go to streaming, or does it actually do the opposite?
The movie studios are scrambling right now to find a new business model because these blockbusters are kind of movies that are made for a time that doesn't exist anymore. There's talk actually that they might start releasing Tenet little by little in other countries. So there's a chance that in August Tenet might be playing in countries and not in America, which is crazy.
Wow.
But that's just kind of the reality of where we're at right now. And I don't think that they're going to release it until they're sure they can get a return for their investment.
Tom, when do you think movie theaters will open up again?
Wow, that's a tough question, and it's a sobering answer. I personally feel like just the way that things are going, there are analysts in the industry that are predicting that movie theaters won't be back to how we know them to be until maybe summer of 2021. That's a very sobering, sad thought, but it's just the reality of the situation. And until these studios can make money, on these movies that, like $150 million it took for Top Gun, for example, they're not going to just put that thing out and, make nickels on it. So it's just a very, very sad and sobering situation, but we're all just going to have to wait it out.
All right. So that's the sadder news. Let's talk
Yes.
about what you can stream from home this weekend.
Yes. The good news is that there are still movies being made, and there are still movies that are good that you can find on streaming. One such film, I actually spoke with the director. The film's called The Rental, and I spoke with Dave Franco. It's his feature film debut, and it's actually really good. It's a kind of a scary thriller kind of movie. Stars his wife, his real-life wife, Allison Brie, and I did actually speak with him.
I promise it was not my intention to freak everyone out and take down Airbnb or anything like that. But this whole thing, it definitely was inspired by my own paranoia about the concept of home sharing, where I think about how the country is as divided as it's ever been and no one trusts each other, yet we trust staying in the home of a stranger simply because of a few positive reviews online. I think I was just trying to explore this disconnect where we are all aware of the risks of staying in a stranger's home, but we never think anything bad will actually happen to us.
Ooh, this sounds interesting, Tom. So what do you say? Is that something we should stream this weekend?
Absolutely worth watching. And then for all those Hamilton fans out there, too, there's a documentary on Hulu. It has a weird title, but it's called We Are Freestyle Love Supreme. And it's basically the origin story of Lin-Manuel Miranda. So that's another one to check out this weekend.
Okay, and real quick, talk about drive-ins opening up in Metro Detroit. What are some of the trends that you're seeing?
Well, yeah, so The Rental is actually going to be playing at a couple drive-ins locally, too. So that not only is that streaming, but it is going to be out there a little bit. But, yeah, drive-ins are all the rage right now because it's the only way that people can get out and watch movies. They're all over the place. I know Canterbury Village has one that is one of the highest grossing ones in the country, as is the Ford, Wyoming. So people can definitely see more and more. Walmart announced that they're going to start doing drive-ins in their parking lots across the country. So
wow.
We're going to see more and more of this.
All right, thanks so much, Tom Santilli of Movie Show Plus. You could catch that on TV 20 Sundays at 10:30. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
I'm Alicia Smith from 7 Action News this morning, and there's a lot we're working on for Monday morning.
From cafeterias to hallways, things will feel a lot different come fall. We're taking you inside one high school preparing to welcome back students.
Safely Back to School Week starts Monday morning.